Sam Mack is in Sydney this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Sam. Good morning, team. Or as we say here, annyeonghaseyo. How exciting, guys. It is Korean culture today. We've been doing a couple of cultures already this week. We started with Scotland. Yesterday was Mexican culture. Today it's Korean, and we're doing 5 cultures in 5 days across this week. We're at the Korean Cultural Centre. We've got a lot of exciting things to showcase over the next couple of hours when it comes to Korean culture. So really looking forward to sharing that with you. But let's do an early check of your weather. Last weekend they were celebrating the Lunar New Year, so excited to hear about how that went. You can come to the Korean Cultural Centre to do dance lessons, to learn about the culture, of course, cooking lessons, lots of different things you can do here. Is everyone excited for a fun morning showing off Korean culture? Party Central. I love the kangaroo at the back. Beautiful, nice work there. Loving that, bringing all the cultures together. That's what it's about this week. And we're also celebrating 60 years of diplomatic ties between Korea and Australia. So who do you send in to maintain those diplomatic ties? The TV weatherman, of course. What could go wrong?
All right, Sam.
Now, just a couple of years ago, we were in South Korea for the Winter Olympics, and this morning Sam Mack is just back there revisiting relationships with South Korea. Morning, Sam.
That's right, absolutely. Good morning, Barrettes. We are doing 5 cultures in 5 days. We're at the Korean Cultural Centre this morning. We've done Scottish this week, Mexican yesterday, Korean today. So we say, annyeonghaseyo. Annyeonghaseyo. Great to see you all this morning. We have a special guest now, Sejong Park, who will tell us a bit about the Korean culture. What are the key elements, the most important things of Korean culture?
Good morning, Sam. What's important about Korean culture is we are very friendly. We treat everyone else as our family members, and one other important factors in Korean culture is we keep tradition alive. Yeah. So, for example, like we've been wearing this traditional garment called Hanbok for more than 1,000 years.
They are beautiful. I want to talk about them in a moment. Lots of different styles as well. But you really do treat people like family. I've only been here for about an hour or so, and I'm now officially part of the family. Am I right, guys? So if I need a month's free accommodation, I can go to any of your houses and I will remember every one of you, and I'm set. And that's Korean culture. I love this. Let's do a check of your weather. Sejong, so tell us about the wonderful Hanbok.
So what I'm wearing is a conventional female Korean traditional garment, and this guy is wearing the male traditional Korean hanbok, which is the upper garment and the white pants. Yeah. And what she's wearing is it's actually an outer layer. It's like a coat, and when you go out or for more formal occasions, you can wear the coats like this. It's wonderful. Yeah.
And I love the bright colours. Tell me about the bright colours.
Because 5 colours are really important in Korean cultures because they represent 5 elements of the universe. It's like 5 wood, earth, metal, and water. So
That's wonderful. This is the greatest fashions on the field segment we've ever done on 7. Thank you so much. They look amazing. They really do brighten up the morning, put you in a good mood. So we can't wait to learn a lot more about the Korean culture today. Ready to show it all off to Australia, everybody? Yeah! Fantastic. 5 cultures in 5 days.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Isn't it happy looking? And the guy in the middle looks just like Rafael Nadal. His outfit at the tennis at the moment.
Yeah, good pick up. Yeah. Just got to get the pink shoes going.
If he had pink shoes, he could be Rafael Nadal.
Well, could be.
Yeah, fantastic.
Good stuff. Sam Mack is in Sydney immersing himself in the Korean culture this morning.
We are. Good morning, Koshi. We've already done Scotland, Mexico today. It's Korea, 5 cultures in 5 days this week. Obviously, one of the highlights for each culture, I feel like we're on an eating tour. It's so great. The spreads that we're seeing every morning are just phenomenal. Heather now is going to tell us about this particularly special Korean food spread. Tell me about it, Heather.
Yes, hi, Sam. This is a Korean Lunar New Year spread. Yeah. And this is tteokguk, rice cake.
So that's the most important one. Tell me why this one is so important.
Because you have to eat this to grow 1 year older.
Oh.
But actually, I haven't had it for the last 30 years. I'm only 21.
Good gags. I like that. And you told me you said you had a special joke about that, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then you said you had another joke that you're going to share with us in a moment. Now, you've got more jokes than me. I feel like you're going to get your own Netflix special soon. But what is the second joke? I'm sorry to give it a big build-up, but what's your other joke, Heather?
No. I won't do more jokes, Sam.
But we're loving them.
I'll tell you about this one. This one, I love love this soup. We have it every Lunar New Year.
Great.
You can have it every day, but it's a special dish. It brings you prosperity and good fortune.
Is that guaranteed? So if you have that, immediately you'll have good fortune and prosperity?
I think so.
Does it say it on the packaging?
It's cooked with love.
Oh, I love
in this
that.
love nest.
This one caught my eye. Tell me about this over here. Tell me about those.
That's called Chap with sweet potato noodles with lots of veggies and lots of colours. So the Koreans love colours, and it means different parts of your body and your health.
That one, and I'm quite cultured with my food as well, that one reminded me a little bit of a Golden Gay Time. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but similar sort of vibe.
That rice with malt.
Right. Well, I wish we had time to talk through all of them. It smells amazing. Thank you very much for sharing with us. Thank you for sharing your jokes with us as well, Heather.
And,
wonderful job.
Prosperity.
Oh, for prosperity. Yeah. Are you feeding it to me now? Is that what's happening?
Would
or are
you
you
like
just showing me?
Yes, go on.
Let's try some.
This
Let's
is
do
for
it.
your
You've got to
Instagram.
immerse yourself in the culture, don't you?
And we'll slow-mo
Okay, let's do it.
Clean with the white rice.
With love. And this is a love nest at the moment as well, isn't it?
Yes,
There's a lot of love in the room. Let's do your weather. Another big part of all of the cultures we're showcasing this week, of course, is the music. So what we're going to do right now is say Shija, because it's time for some Korean drumming. Here we go. This is a group called Nori on the percussion. The foods, the dance, the traditional costumes, the music, that's what we're doing this week. 5 cultures in 5 days. Thank you so much. Wonderful. See you with more in half an hour from the Korean Cultural Centre.
Sam Mack is in Sydney, talking about all things Korea today.
That's right. Good morning, Koshi. And we say 안녕하세요. We are celebrating the Korean culture, 5 cultures in 5 days. We've already ticked off Scotland on Monday, Mexico yesterday, and Korea's turn today. We're learning about the culture, we're sharing the food, the dance, the things that make them tick, and why they love their beautiful country. So, really enjoyable week. We've still got a couple to go, but let's do a check of your weather around Australia. We're going to be back with more 5 cultures in 5 days. One of my favourite things to do, one of my favourite features to showcase the many different cultures that make up our fantastic country. So coming up soon, we'll have more with our Korean friends. But for now, over to you, Koshi.
Sam Mack is experiencing all things Korea in Sydney this morning.
We are, and look at this game. This is Jegi Chagi. You might have seen people playing this very popular game, kind of like a version of, a lot of people would know, hacky sack, but Jegi Chagi, huge in Korea. So we're learning about that this morning. Francis, tell me about the game, the sport of Jegi Chagi.
Jegi is this one, and Chagi means kicking. So we keep kicking this Jegi, lifting up by your inside of your foot. Yeah. So like this.
Are they wearing their new Nikes?
Sorry.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, wow. Well done. It's a lot harder than it looks. Yes. And it's just something you play as a group, or you play solo.
You can play a solo. You can play groups. If you play groups, we break a record each other. So we record how many times you're kicking up. So the most kicker is the winner.
Okay. Is there a world record for the most amount of kicks by solo?
Not really sure.
Okay, I'm going to attempt the world record. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready for this jelly? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's an incredible day. And that was just my warm-up. I did play soccer for Australian schoolboys. Don't want to make a big thing out of it, but you can Google it. Let's check your weather. This is Bo. Bo is a Korean Australian. We want to talk about pop culture and K-pop. It's absolutely huge. Of course, everybody knows Psy. We're having a look at Psy right now. Is Psy still popular, or have people moved on from Gangnam Style?
Okay, honestly speaking, not to offend you there, Psy, I think we have moved on a bit, but we can always say we will always love him because Oppa's Gangnam Style, right?
Yeah, it was amazing, wasn't it? It just took over the world. But now it's all about BTS. We're looking at BTS. For those that aren't familiar, tell us about BTS. We've got 2 fans for them here.
Well, that's right. Well, BTS, an amazing boy group there, and they're actually just globalized and also just, reaching out to so many audiences around the world. They've also topped the Billboard charts, also partnered with Nicki Minaj as well, so they're pretty big. Yeah.
And is it true that they don't like to be referred to as a boy band?
Yeah, I believe so.
Even
so don't put them in boy band.
They're a group of boys in a band?
Yeah, that's right. They're not a boy band, guys.
Yeah, okay, and why are they so popular? Like, why do Korean people love them so much?
I think BTS is loved not only by Korean people but globally because they stand for what Koreans stand for, which is harmony and innovation, right? We like to do new things through technology, whether it's food or pop culture. As well as that, we like to just harmonize together. So you will see that their dance moves are super duper synchronized as well. They're just together, just representing who we stand as a nation, a vibrant community that
well,
is.
Congratulations. Give it up for BTS. They're huge around the world. A nice little snapshot of the culture of Korea. We've got more. In fact, we've got a K-pop group who are going to give us a little demo coming up very soon. Thank you, Bo. Guys, this is a little taste of Korean culture. 5 cultures in 5 days this week. Loving it.
That's great. All right. Weather time now. Sam Mack is teaching us everything about Korea today, South Korea.
That's right. We are doing Korean culture, 5 cultures in 5 days. Annyeonghaseyo. We've had a very warm welcome, as we have every day this week. Scottish culture Monday, Mexican yesterday, today it's all about Korean. And today, though, this is the first. We haven't had this week. I was actually interviewed by a Korean press organisation. We were talking about 60 years celebrating diplomatic ties between Australia and Korea. Well, let's chat to the man himself. This is Don. You've got the exclusive interview with me before. You've got your notepad there. How did you find the interview? What were the revelations from the interview?
Today is a very amazing moment for the friendship between Korea and Australia.
Yeah, and I'm the face of that, guys, just FYI.
And I saw Australian TV presenter waving Korean flag for the first time in my life.
And that was me, guys. I mean, I'm not putting words into his mouth, but he said it was a historic moment. So at the 7 o'clock cross, you might remember, I was waving the Korean flag, and so he got that photo, and that's going to be an iconic photo in Australian-Korean relations for all time, which is something I'm very proud of. I'm now part of the family, which is terrific. Now, we're going to do, thank you very much for that. Thank you for featuring me on that. Front page will be ideal. We're going to do some K-pop in a moment, but I want to introduce you to Gracie, because Gracie, you teach K-pop. Anyone can come here and learn K-pop dancing. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So pretty much we have classes at the Korean Cultural Center on Monday and Tuesday. So if you want to learn K-pop dance, you can just sign up on the Korean Cultural website.
Awesome.
So it's amazing.
So cool. Now, I love the style that's involved in K-pop. You're actually 2 different people at the moment. If you stand this way, you can see you've got a baseball bat earring and a black and white shirt. But if you turn the other way, you've got a blue shirt and a baseball ball. Round of applause for that kind of creativity. That blows my mind. That should be page 3. I'm still page 1. Okay, in a moment we're going to see some K-pop, but let's do your weather first. 3. Okay, let's do it, guys. Here we have some live K-pop dancing. Very cool. You can come and do lessons here Mondays and Tuesdays, as Gracie just mentioned. Now, we were talking before about BTS. They have taken over the world. They have around 25 million followers on Twitter. So basically, the population of Australia follows them on Twitter. This is their song we're listening to at the moment, BTS. The song is called Boy With Love. These guys have been coming here for about a year. They perform as part of the Lunar New Year celebrations. But as you can see, the dance moves, the style, it's all about the clothes as well, the creativity. Very, very cool. And look, they're making little love hearts with their fingers. Round of applause, everybody. That was amazing. Very cool. And they even taught me this move, which I've perfected in the last 14 minutes, guys. You're welcome. Make some noise for Korean culture. Yeah. See you in more in half an hour.
All right. Thank you, Sam. Sam Mack, he also likes to keep it real.
Good morning, guys. Well, as you found out... No, absolutely not.
Okay.
It is a Hanbok, which both men and women wear. We are celebrating Korean culture this morning, and as you found out in the last segment, I was interviewed this morning, and I'm going to be featured in a Korean publication. So I feel I need to look the part. Isn't that right, ladies and gentlemen? So we're going to give you just a little strut. This is very exciting. There's actually thank you. There's a Hanbok Expo happening on the 5th of February if you're interested to check that out. It's very fashions on the field, isn't it? But I'm enjoying it. Colette Dinnigan. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Well, they've really embraced me this morning and I've absolutely loved it. 5 cultures in 5 days. We're going to do something very special now. We're going to have the Yong family to give us a traditional bow. Over to you, my friends. How about this? So this happens at big celebrations and it's all about showing respect. And we love that. It is known as a sebe. So thank you very much for sharing that. We have loved our morning with the Korean community, but let's do a check of your weather for the final time around Australia. If you're in Sydney, I'd recommend dropping by the Korean Cultural Centre. That's where we've been this morning. There's a lot of fantastic exhibitions and things you can get involved with, like dancing, cooking. Great way to embrace the Korean culture. We've loved it this morning. So far this week, we've done Scotland, Mexico, today Korea. Thank you so much, everybody, for having us. Make some noise. Give yourselves a lot of similarities between Korean and Australian culture, and if you don't believe me on that, they even have their own version of Jat's crackers. So it's so good. I love it. Delicious food exported from Korea here this morning, but we've tasted their delicious delicacies. It's been absolutely brilliant. So can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow on the list, it's Germany's turn. Germany, your time to step up. Bit of pressure after what we've had already. So tomorrow we're going to be at the Munich Brew House in the Rocks. The German culture, it is over to you. We can't wait. But thank you, Korea.